All right. So can you see how that film would help a person build their belief? If you're watching this course and you skipped past the film, take a minute to just understand what it is that we're involved in, how many thought leaders around the world believe in what we are doing in growing a business and building this profession. It will help you, okay? And that's something that you might want to revisit from time to time. Something that when you get a brand new person started, you might want to have them check this out. Send it home with them, right after they sign up, have them go watch it, send them a link or whatever you need to do in order for them to be able to see it. That's why it was created. That's why it's there for you. Here's one of the biggest things. I will tell you my experience in First Steps was pretty awful. My personal experience. I just tried everything and most of it didn't work. I had crazy out-of-the-box expectations because it started with my first introduction. All these $1 million earners in 2 seconds, and it was so easy, and the product sold itself, and all you got to do is show up. I don't know anything. I'm making all kinds of money. I don't know anything. I heard all these different things, and then when it didn't work for me, I started to think that there was something wrong with me. I'm not getting off to really fast success. What's wrong with me? So one of the first things that we need to do together is set your expectations properly. Set your expectations as an entrepreneur. Note number 1, this is not magic beans. And that is how it gets presented sometimes. It's just magic beans. You drop the beans into the ground, beanstalk goes all the way up into the clouds, you climb up there and you get everything you want. That's not how it works in any business. It's going to take some time. I have a formula I'll share with you called 1357. 1357 means this. Here's generally, and understand, there's no guarantees in any of this stuff. It's going to be dependent on what you do, the fear that you face, and talents and skills that you have, and resources and abilities and whatever, all that stuff, right? No guarantees. But generally, it's going to take you about a year, new people, listen to me, about a year for you to become competent and profitable. About a year for you to be able to make a little bit of a profit, have your product taken care of, your expenses taken care of, make a few dollars. But generally, if you're treating this like a school, that's fine. You didn't get paid while you went to school. You're going to be going to school and you're going to be learning as you go. It's going to take about 3 years, generally, for a serious, committed person to go from part-time to full-time. Generally. It's going to take approximately 5 years of consistent effort, consistent study, consistent practice, consistent performance for you to rise to the level of a serious income earner. You decide what that means for you. And it's going to take approximately 7 years for you to become world class. World class. One of the best. Who'd like to have an ultimate goal of being world class? Show of hands, please. Understand it's not going to happen in 15 minutes. You can't just go to the one training and it's over. Go to your company convention. Okay, I'm there now. No. That plus 10,000 hours. And then you get there. That's what it takes. You want to become world class at something, anything? Any doctors in the room? Any doctors, medical doctors? How many years did it take for you to become a doctor? 8 years? 10 and 10? So approximately how many, if you could add it up, how many hours of practice, study, classroom, internships, before you were able to actually be given the tools to be able to go do what you could do and be paid for it? I've done the math before, and the average is about 18,000 hours. Same thing for an attorney. Same thing for anybody who, think about a world-class athlete. How many hours of practice does it take before they're a world-class athlete? Huge amount. A top-level musician. Huge amount. A person who's skilled at anything, a chef. Huge amount. So just understand that you're going to get paid while we go there. You don't have to wait till the end to start getting paid. You're going to get paid as we go there. But understand all of that pay that you're getting before you're world class is bonus pay. It's not something that you just really earned fully, right? Company did a bunch for you. Team did a bunch for you. Events will do a bunch for you. There'll be people who are filling in all kinds of your lack of skill. They'll be filling that in with support system. And you still get to earn the money. At the beginning, I'll give you an example. I had almost no skill. Here was my skill. I would go and I would grab a person and I would say, hey, there's this meeting. It's going to be held down at the Sheraton. It's going to be amazing. If I swung by and picked you up, would you go with me? It lasts about 45 minutes. Afterwards, we can have a drink or something in the lounge. Would you go with me? Just so I'm not by myself, because I don't really want to go by myself. Would you go with me? All right. So I would drag this person to the event. We would sit down. We'd sit in the event, and my job was to sit there with him like this and go, isn't this something? Isn't this amazing? Isn't this spectacular? This is unbelievable. Look at that clown. He's making that kind of money. It's stupid. If he can make that kind of money, we can make a fortune. This is unbelievable. This is amazing. This is spectacular. This is fantastic. Oh, and after the meeting, I would just say, hey, and I would bring him to my sponsor, or I'd bring him to the speaker, and I would say, I need to introduce you to this guy. This is the guy I've been telling you about. This guy's unbelievable. He could do spectacular stuff. Guys, talk about how you can make money together. And then I'd sit back and I'd just do this like this. Yeah. And then I'd bring him over to the next person. Oh, stand up. This is unbelievable. Oh, this is spectacular. This is the one I was telling you about. And then I go, wait a minute. He's black. He needs to talk to somebody black. So I come over here. I say, you guys need to have your own thing. Go. Right?